Happy Sunday, friends. It is, I don't even know, what, November 26th? No, it's a Sunday. 27th? Something like that? Okay. I, last night, stayed up because I slept most of the afternoon trying to get rid of a headache. So I stayed up later than what I wanted to, and I finished the cat quilt top, which is so exciting. So I'm not going to be able to show the whole thing, but she wanted the black border, which I think super like frames it, especially with the black cats around the outside. But yeah, it frames it, and then the binding is going to be the white. And yeah, this next week we're going to be submitting photos to pick out the backing. So it's super bright, super bright, and it is a combo of Ruby Star, Grunge, and Robert Kaufman Batiks, a layer cake. So super happy with how that turned out. And she does want a quilt label, and she picked out the group of cats. So one of those will go on the back. And also last night I got a little bit more done on my economy blocks. I got one of the 4 sides for the second, or the second round done. So I'm gonna work on that some today. So I'm gonna try and get these 2 sets of blocks at least to where they're like trimmable, I think. I don't know. I might go ahead and finish them. Not really sure, but I don't want to be in the sewing room majority of the day. It's about the middle of the day. So I want to actually work on my cross stitch and the quilt binding. So I'm gonna work on a little bit of this, and then I'm gonna work on the other 2 things and do a little bit of like housework and things like that that I need to get done. But yeah, that is where I'm at today. So I will give you a little bit of an update later today. But the goals for this week, so let's see if I can actually accomplish them, is to finish these 2 economy blocks, which means as far as economy blocks go, I will be surpassed by 1 set for the whole year. For what I wanted to be by the end of the year, I will be surpassed by 1 set before December, which is great. I'm at a standstill with my mystery quilt because the next pattern comes out on Tuesday. I will hopefully get the binding finished on the second Christmas quilt. I want to get the temperature SALs caught up, the windows done, both cats done, keep up with the paw prints, and I do have some 30s prints that I need to cut out, which I didn't do this last week, so I need to get those cut out. Maybe that'll just go ahead and get done today. Let's see, what else? Like, do I for sure want to do this week? Oh, yes, this week I have to get the Texas quilt finished. So, yeah, we're gonna try. I have 2 of the rows done out of 6, I think it is. So I have 4 more rows to do. So I'm hoping that if I can do 2 rows a day, so maybe by Tuesday, if I'll have all the rows done, I can put them together on Wednesday, and then it's just the borders, because I really want to get that done so I can take it down to Kim on Saturday. And yeah, and if I finish all of that, I will go back to working on my I think I've decided I really want to work on my Riley Blake Under the Western Sky Charming Stars quilt. So those are all the things that I want to accomplish and work on this week. Oh, actually, there's one other quilt that I kind of want to prioritize as well, and that's my snowflake quilt. Maybe I'll work on my snowflake quilt. I would love to get my snowflake quilt done before Christmas. So maybe I'll work on the snowflake quilt, then my Charming Stars, and then my block of the month. So it would be great if I could get those 3 finished before the end of the year. And then the first week of the year, I'll also get my temperature quilt finished. So lots of big plans. Anyways, I will check in later today when I have things to show you, more things to show you, because this is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan for today, is to get a little bit more done on the economy blocks, because I have to sew the other side of the second out of 4 sides of the final round, and then I have to press them. Then I have to pin the 3rd and 4th sides and then sew those both ways, press them again, and then I have to trim them down. So I don't know if I want to work all day on that. It is a lot of steps. It takes a fair amount of time. And fingers crossed that the customer of the cat quilt pays me for this section today. That would be just super, super, super great, because I have something that I really need to do this next week that the money would really help for. And then I really, really, while it's on sale, would love to get the fabric for the book SAL starting in January. I still need to tell you all more about that. Okay. Anyways, I will check in soon. All right. It's Monday night, evening. I don't know, it's really dark out, but I actually got a fair amount done yesterday. And then today I've been in bed most of the day, and I logged in, and then I ended up having to call in like 30 minutes into work because migraines are a bitch and back pain is a real thing. But cat quilt, I did go over to Paige's today. We got a backing picked out. So Paige is gonna let me know how much I owe her for the backing at our meeting on Monday, so I can pay her for that. And she has the quilt with her, so she's going to quilt it as soon as all of her Christmas orders are done. And yeah, Stella, come here, please. Come here. And the joys. Come here. Come here. Yeah. What's up? What's wrong? What's wrong, baby? Yeah. You want to say hi? Oh. Is it it's that upsetting? I've been in bed with you all day, nursing a migraine. Anyway, so that's taken care of and out of my hands for now, and then eventually it'll come back to me and I'll put the binding on and the label. And so also yesterday I got the binding done on Jackie's quilt. It's currently in the washing machine, which is great. And so I can't show it to you, but the Kurt quilt is done as well. And I got blocks 5 and 6 finished for my Ruby Star block swap. They're so cute. I love them. So I am ahead of schedule for getting these guys done. And on both Stella and Potter's temperature SALs, I got the rest of the week up to date through Friday. So I finished another paw print. No work yet on either more for like the window, but I did get Stella's little cat finished. So I did a mixture of threads to get the colors toned down. You wouldn't actually know, but the oranges in here are the same oranges in the actual pattern. So the darkest one and the lightest one, but I mixed them with this taupey color and this brown color. And so it's a little bit more realistic colors. And then I took the pattern and I made it look like the mackerel, like the tabby mackerel pattern. So I'm really excited about that. It came out really good. And so, yes, I have Potters on the hoop right now, positioned at the window to finish working on the window on his, and then I'll have Stella's to do, and then all the motifs on them will be done, and it'll just be filling in the paw prints for the rest of the month, or I guess for the rest of the year, because it's not quite December yet. God, it will be in like 2 days though. It's so crazy. Okay, so the other thing that I keep forgetting about is my Quilt Guild is having our December meeting next Monday. So I have this week to make an ornament for the ornament exchange. I don't have to participate. I'm putting them back in my baggie. I don't have to participate in the ornament exchange, but I didn't last year and I really want to this year. So I think I'm just gonna make like a small, like little, I think I'm just gonna use scraps because I have a bunch of different Christmassy kind of scraps, but like Ruby Star Christmas scraps. So I think I'm gonna make a Ruby Star Christmas patchwork, and I'm just gonna make it double-sided, like a little 9x9 on each side. Come here. Oh, I'm sorry. Come here. Come here. And stuff it, and I might put some piping around it, or I don't know, I might like finish it, and then I think I'm just gonna put some like motor ribbon, or I might have some Ruby Star ribbon. That would be kind of cute to like hang it. So I'm gonna work on that, I think, tonight, picking out some fabrics to make that, but it's gonna be very small. It's gonna be like this big, so the pieces are gonna be very tiny, so perfect for scraps. So yeah, I'm gonna work on that and pull some things, and I don't know, see what I can come up with and make a cute little pillow ornament for our exchange. So I think that's what I'm gonna work on this evening while I'm being screamed at by Stella. So we'll see how far I get with that. But yeah, the goal for this week is still to finish the Texas. I just want to do that to kind of like clear my mind. But I still want to have the Texas done by Saturday. So if I do some tomorrow and Wednesday, I have 4 more days after tonight to finish putting it together. So that should be good. I hope that's the plan. So anyways, that's about it. And yeah, until the next clip. Okay, it is Thursday, December 1st, and I have some stuff to show you guys. I need to update because the last clip I think was from Monday or Tuesday. I don't even know, but I have something here and I don't want to dox myself on accident, so I'm going to flip it over. Love these. So there is a SAL, a quilt along So not a SAL, a quow. Whatever. There's a quilt along coming up in January. Ooh, crinkle, crinkle. Look at how nice this is packaged. And now I have a box for later. Maybe I can put my cousin's Christmas and birthday gift in there. The one I was using is not big enough. All right. Let me get into this. Oh, I can already see some of it. Oh, and I just felt some of it. It feels so good. All right. This is from an online Etsy shop called Binded with Love. Look how cute their little stickers are and how they wrapped it. I went with their account because one, for these scissors, do not go there. For Black Friday and like Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday and all that, they were having, I think like 25% off or something, all of their fabrics. And this SAL is coming up and I was like, well, I kind of want to splurge and I want it to be, I don't know. I found this one fabric line and I fell in love with it. And it's colors that I gravitate towards, but not the color palette that I typically put together. And so, oh my gosh, this is so beautifully wrapped. I love, this is so, like, you can't get better than this. Okay. So, like, this is so nice. Like, it's so cute. And it's like 3 colors of twine. Anyways, I'm going to show you them all. But what the quilt along is, I'll put a photo right here of it. It is a book quilt, and I have bought a book quilt pattern before. I have the Quilt Nerd pattern, and honestly, it's intimidating. I have a quilt guild friend who has recently done it, and she said that it took her like 14 hours just to do like 12 blocks. It's very tedious. It's also, I didn't know this, but it's paper piecing. At this moment in time, I have no desire to do paper piecing. I just don't. It's, you know, like there's just different things that just aren't for you, right? And in this moment in my life, I don't want to do paper piecing. This quilt, though, this quilt along is traditional piece. And the pattern comes out on January 6th, and you can still sign up for it. I'll try to remember to put the information down below to her site to where you can sign up for more information on it. I believe it starts on January 16th, but she already does have on her site, basically you can sign up that you're interested. You just put your email in, and closer to January, you're going to get information about it. I think all you have to do is just buy the pattern, I think, which is like the mystery one that I got involved in. This one, though, isn't a mystery. But anyways, on her site, she at least already has a couple of like color combo ideas for you if you want to do it in solids. On her Instagram, she has one or two examples in printed fabrics. And then, but yeah, her site tells you the measurements that you need. So I am going to open this up and show you guys my picks. All right, so first one I want to show has nothing to do with this quilt along. I just really, really liked this fabric. I just really liked this. I want to make some pot holders with this. I just thought it was super cute. It has squash and carrots and beets and oranges and figs and tomatoes and loaves of bread and like a witch's broom. Anyways, I just thought this was super cute. It's from the something and spice. Is it autumn and spice? Anyways, super cute. So I got half a yard of that. To make some stuff for the kitchen and or like some aspect of like a market type bag. So anyways, that was just for funsies. So what I picked for the inside of the books, okay? So you need 2 yards of fabrics to be the inside of your books. So I found this one. I thought this was super cute. And I'm trying to get it closer to the light. So actually, thank goodness for editing. Okay, so I just switched it to where it would have better lighting. Okay, so the fabric for the inside of the books, I picked 4 of them. So it suggests half a yard of 4 different fabrics for the inside of the books. So I picked this one. And this one. And some of the lines have different colorings on them. Some of them have more of like a pink, like a blush, grays, beiges, and then these like mustardy colors. Then I picked this one. It kind of has like an off tone of a pink. Really cute. And then this one is actually words. And I forget what this one's actually called, but it's like poetry stuff. Because there's parts that say like Emily Dickens, and some of it you can actually kind of like read, but I thought this would be really cool. There you go. Emily Dickens. Dickinson. So you need 2 yards of inside book material. The pattern suggests 4 half yards. So yeah, I may find, you know, like a fat quarter or 2, or even some scraps, and like mix even a few more in. Depending on like the cut sizes, I may look through my scraps and find a few more of this type of stuff. Just because I think that might be really cool to have like a few like one-offs, and then also I have extras for my stash. But then the other fabrics, it suggested 4 3/4 yards. So basically 3 yards worth of fabric. So instead of doing 4, I picked 6. Because I really, really, really loved this one line. Again, all art gallery. I really loved this one line called Willow. One of the fabrics that drew me to it was this one. Look how stunning. It's like Swan Lake. You have the curtains. It's absolutely stunning. It's stunning. So some of like the bigger book cuts of the fabric are going to have like this swan just on the center of them. So also because I picked 6 fabrics instead of doing 4, so basically the pattern is a stack of 4 books and then a book face, a stack of 4 books, a book face. And there's 12 book faces and 12 book stacks. So my book stacks are going to be kind of varied because I have 6 fabrics, but my book faces, instead of having 3 of each fabric, I'm going to have 2 of each fabric. And so that's actually really fun. So anyways, we have the beautiful swans, and all of these are from the Willow line. except for the ones that I picked for the words are not a part of Willow. So all of the book front colors are a part of Willow. So this one was also just really stunning. And the cool thing about this one is it also comes in flannel. So if you really like this one and want to experiment with flannels, you can also get this in a flannel fabric option. So if you do like any of these fabrics, just if you're buying online, make sure that you get the regular quilting cotton versus the flannel, unless you want the flannel. But if you're in person, obviously you can tell the difference. But how stunning is that? I love the little owls. Then we have this bolder pink floral print. Very, very beautiful. This is another floral, but it's a little bit softer, and it's like a lilac-y pink. Lavender pink. Very cute. Then there's these cute little medallions on this lighter blue. This helps tone down some of the darker colors. So basically I kind of went with 2 of the darker colors from the collection, 2 of the lighter, and 2 of the pink purpley kind of colors. And then we have this floral as well. All right, so let me just show you all 4 of those, and I'll put them with their kind of like their color counterparts, so to speak. Let me flip them to where the fold is on the top. All right, so those are my fabric selections for this quilt along. Now, you do still need background fabric. So, another art gallery, I got, what is this one called? Mushroom? Anyways, it's like a taupey brown color, but all of the fabrics I think are gonna really pop on this color. I mean, it blends so well. I was worried that that one would be too close, but it's really not. So I think that those are really going to pop. And then I initially got this for the binding, but I don't think it's really the right color. So I will need to find a new binding, and this can just go in my scraps. And I went ahead because, like I said, it was 25% off. And you need two yards of backing fabric. 2 yards? 4 yards. 4 yards of backing fabric. So I went ahead and got it because it was on such a good sale. This is also from the Willow line, but it is a flannel. So I don't know if you're going to be able to tell that, but you can definitely tell by how big it is. So this is 4 yards of flannel, and this is 2 yards of regular. Oh, there's the salvage. What color are you? Smooth Pebble. Smooth Pebble. There is, I think, one called Mushroom, but so Smooth Pebble. But anyway, so this is the back. This is going to be the front. And like I said, there are 2 flannels with the Willow line. There's this one, and then the owls. The owls also come in a flannel. So it's a little bit lighter in color because of the flannel. But this is basically, this is this print, but in a cream and colorful, and this one is more monochromatic. I wish this one came in regular fabric, but it only comes in the flannel. So kind of perfect, because I've had my eye on this one. And so this is going to be the back. So how cozy is that to make a quilt that's covered in books in these beautiful fabrics that like make me honestly think about, you know, like wonderful stories like Anne of Green Gables and like Chronicles of Narnia and things like that. that have these like, I don't know, these like animal creatures in forests and woods and just all kinds of things. Anyways, very magical. I'm super excited. I think this is going to be stunning. So really the only color that was a little bit more misleading online was this one, which I knew this was kind of iffy, but it's not bad. It's not that bad to have to maybe pick a new binding color. I think, you know, like that's like the least of my worries. But I think this is going to be a stunning quilt. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I absolutely love it. And then for the pages, I think it's going to be super, super gorgeous. I cannot wait until January to start cutting into this. And I already have the backing and everything. So really it's just the binding. Womp womp. But I wanted to bring up that pink because 4 of the colors are like in the blue, in the realm of the blues and stuff. I was hoping, like on the photo, this kind of looked more like this color, this kind of color. So that's what I was hoping for. So I wanted to bring some of these 2 pinks into the binding, into the outside of the quilt, especially since there's pink in the backing. So we'll see. I'll just have to, I know they have a pink that'll work. I just don't have many local sellers that do AGF solids. So I've got to see if I can figure out what color it is. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I have everything that I need to do that quilt along. And there's there's probably like 10 fabric collections that I know about that are coming out next year that I want some fabric from. So anyways, I have projects already going in my mind and I know exactly for some of them what I'm going to do with them. And so anyways, I love just playing with fabric, but I will do another clip later today and show you what I've been up to. I'm going to try and get the medallion of the Texas quilt done tonight. So that way I just have to put on the borders tomorrow and it'll be ready by Saturday. I've made a mini ornament that I need to show you. And oh, I finished this week's mystery section of the mystery quilt, the quilt along. So lots to show you, but I will do that in the next clip. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little update on some of the things that I finished, but then I thought maybe you might want to help me with a floss toss. Now, by the time you see this, me asking you for opinions is going to be null and void because background story, my friend Alex, her birthday is tomorrow and we're going to go, it's Friday, by the way. It's Friday, December 7th, 7th. Wow. It's been a week. It's 9:30. I accidentally took a little bit of a nap. And I say accidentally because I just get really tired and I like sit down for like a minute and like I fall asleep even like in an upright position. It getting dark at 5:30 in the evening is really throwing me off, and it just is what it is. Today is the Jingle Ball, today and tomorrow, and I've already been on it. I tried to get into some of the rooms, but the like continual video from the main page, even though I closed it out, would not pop back up to where I could reclose it, but it would just start playing very loudly in the background and it would jam up the whole thing to where I couldn't join a room. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to do any of the meet and greets. I have bought a couple of patterns, and then I have a couple of patterns sitting in carts because I like several things, but I don't know if I'm going to realistically stitch them. And I don't just mean like soon, I just mean ever. I just really, really like them, and I have this like desire to just have them. So I'm trying to resist that desire, and I'm letting them sit there for a little bit. I did buy a few though already. No, have I bought a few? No, I've bought one. I have like 8 things though, like sitting in 4 other different carts in the thing. I bought Jody Rice Satsuma Street's Peace on Earth. So if you're doing Jingle Ball, I love that one. I definitely want to stitch that one, but I don't think I want to put the Peace 2022 on it. I don't even think I want to put the Peace. I just want to put like the Peace Dove holding the earth as like a ornament bauble. That piece is stunning. Okay, so let me give you some updates, and then I'm going to do a floss toss for Alex's birthday gift. Wow, I am all over the place. I apologize. So the Texas quilt, I have all of the Texas blocks done and like the rows put together. I just need to, like, they're chained basically. So I just need to sew the rows, and then I just have to add the borders. So I'm getting close, but I need to have this done. For Alex's birthday tomorrow, she's coming over around like 9:30 in the morning, and we're going to leave to go down to Montgomery Quilt, because there's one or two things that I need to pick up, and then I want to drop this off to Kim. Alex hasn't been to that shop in forever, so she wants to go. There's also a ton of antique stores around there, and Alex really likes antiquing, so we're gonna go to several of the antique stores, and then we're gonna head back up here to town. I guess maybe depending on what time it is, we might hit up an antique store or two up here. We're gonna run to the grocery store. I'm gonna get the stuff to make, for her birthday, she really wants cassoulet green sauce. So I'm gonna make her some cassoulet green sauce, and I'm gonna make us taco soup. And then we're gonna come back to the house. I'm gonna give her her gift, and her gift is super simple. I mean, I'm cooking her dinner. I'm making her green sauce. Like, green sauce is literally what she asked for. But she cross stitches, but she's never cross stitched on linen. So I'm gonna pick out a linen scrap that I think this design will look good on, and then I'm gonna basically like kit it up. I'm gonna pick out some threads and stuff and cut like so much length off of them. Well, I guess honestly, it's done in DMC. I guess I just pulled the DMC. But I don't know. I might even look into some of my overdyes, because I have several of them and I don't use them enough. And this last year, I haven't used anything. So, anyways, and then we're going to find some show or movie to like binge watch and hang out and stitch. So I think tomorrow night we're gonna stitch. So I've been talking about the next 2 quilts that I really want to get done is my block of the month and my Under the Western Sky before the end of the year, but I forgot I was doing the snowflake quilt. So honestly, this is the next one that I'm going to like work on, aside from my mystery quilt, which each piece of that only comes out every Tuesday, and I try to work on it on Tuesday, and if anything, get it done by Wednesday. So and I already have the like full panels done. There's like 5 full panels. I already have those done, and then I already have the panels that have no half square triangles. So really my next step with this is making all the half square triangles and squaring them up, and making all of the panels that are mixed and matched with half square triangles, and then it's putting the whole thing together. So yeah, this next week, I want to knock out the half square triangles, and by knock them out, I mean make them, cut them, trim them, and get them prepped. And if I can move on from that, then that would be really great. So snowflake quilt is going to be the next priority. Then it'll be probably the Under the Western Sky, only because everything is already cut out. And then I'll try and get Block of the Month finished before the end of the year. I really think it's the first week of December. I really think I can do it. And also get my mystery quilt done. So that would be really cool if I can get 4 more tops done before the end of the year. Okay. Also, I don't think I've shown this in a clip yet, but if I did, then you get to see it again. But I finished the custom little Stella cat. So here's the thing though. I'm going to see how much, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to stitch with Alex tomorrow night, or tomorrow like while we're at the house, because she's probably going to want to start on this little thing that I'll show you in a second that I'm going to kit for her. And I'm going to kit one for myself too. So I'm either going to stitch that with her, or I'm going to try and knock out one of the windows on here and get the dates caught up. I think I now have like 1 paw print to do for each one. So yeah. So I think I have 1 more paw print that I can fully do. And then I want to try and get at least Potter's window done, so that way I can work on the Stella one. Because I really would love to, I mean, those are the last 2 motifs that I have on that. And I also really think that next year I'm going to try and redo it and do the averages for Daniel. I think I've like convinced myself. Oh, last thing I want to show you is my little ornament that I made for our ornament exchange. So I took some of my Ruby Star scraps and I fussy cutted them. So we have the little octo lights, we have the little deer. I forget what this one is called, but it's in the icicles. This is from not the Christmas line. Oh my gosh, which one is it from? I don't remember, but it's in the colorway Bluebell. And then the rest of these are from everything else. Only this one fabric is not from Jolly Darlings or Jolly Basics. But they are all Ruby Star. And I'm trying to remember which line that is from. It's from a newer one. Sketchbook. This is from Sketchbook. And then so we have the little raccoon with his little tree, and I fussy cutted the little snowman and the little snow globe. And then we have some of the stars, the little geometrics, and the little plus signs. Okay, so time to pick out a scrap fabric. I don't want to pick any linen that is too small. Oh, let me show you what pattern we're doing. I printed out twice. My printer's about to be out of ink, and ink is expensive, so I haven't bought new ink. So oddly enough, the one that printed better is the one that printed second, so I'm not really understanding that one. So I'm going to use this one because one, I can still see it. It won't be that hard for me, but I also have the digital copy of this. But she's going to get this one. And I feel okay showing this to you because this was a freebie that Liz Matthews sent out in her newsletter. But anyways, it's super sweet. I tried getting it to print in color, but my ink is just that low. But it's just a couple little holly leaves. And there's some little berries. There's some little berries. You can see them. You can't see them on here. It's super cute though. It has a little golden ribbon around it. So I figured it's 27 by 33. There's a little bit of line work, which she's not afraid to do. Like she jumped in to do my big toe designs, And she, thankfully I went with her. Oh, here's a 28 count. That would be pretty big. It's a really loose weave though. Might just be annoying, but we'll pull it out as an option. The problem is I have so many like 36s and stuff and 32s in here. I don't have very many 28s left. And I don't have many that aren't even weave. And this isn't an even weave. I really want to show her an even weave. Yeah, this isn't an even weave either. This is casual linen. Okay. Let's see. So, back to what I was saying, if I can even remember what I was saying. Oh, the greens might not show up on that though. I think it'd be pretty though, regardless. But anyway, so she bought this My Big Toe Designs and she wanted to make it for her sister-in-law for Christmas. Oh, here's a nice even weave, like a really nice peach color. And that, I mean, be cutting it close on the edges, but there should be enough for both of us. What about on like a Christmas red? Womp womp. Anyways, I happened to call her whenever she was on her way to go to Hobby Lobby to buy fabric for it, Ada. And she picked out some fabric and it was not going to be big enough. She picked out a really big pattern and she was just going to, anyways, she had to get like the really big piece of Ada. Even on 16 count, she had to get like the 30 by 36 piece. So, oh, these are linens. They aren't. That's not a good color though. These would be perfect, but not on those colors. Actually, with a different color ribbon. She's not into changing the colors a whole lot though. Like she is, but she's not. I don't know. I've asked her. I haven't really, if it's easy for her to figure out the color changes, she's down to do it. But if it's not, she's a little weary about doing it. Oh, I have some Amsterdam blue. That could be pretty. I guess it depends also on, pull the colors, Kelli, and see what it looks like. Could do it on this blue that I dyed. But I just don't know what count that is. It's pretty small. She might not like that. So anyways, long story short, this would be a nice one. It's an old piece of banding, or a scrap piece of banding, I guess. And then this came out of a kit. And then I have this raw linen from Weigart. Anyways, so this thing is massive. And she would have gotten the wrong size, poor thing. And she would have gone a pretty decent ways before she would have actually realized it, you know? You know what I mean? Stella, stay out of the baskets, please. My Why is that something that I still need to ask her to do? Oh, this red would be really pretty. This is more like a muted, this is Tango from Pictureless Plus. Okay, let's try it. Some non-conventional colors. Let's try it. Let's give it a go. Okay, yeah, Miss Little. So, anyways, I thought this would be like a perfect small introduction to linen. She could do it here at the house while we hang out. So I'm gonna pull the called for colors, and then we might change some of them up, because that's what I do. And if I change any of them up, I will write on her color list. Already gonna have to. 3012. I don't have, it's not in my box. It has to be some kind of a green. Oh, it's a very light green. All right, well, off to a brilliant start. I also don't have 3011 in here, which is a medium green. 3829. 3828. But that one, this one will work for the gold. That one will work, unless we pick the gold. If we pick the gold fabric, then we can't do the gold ribbon. Oh God, that's like almost the same color. Almost. But there's other colors that we could do for like a Christmas ribbon. Okay. We can do one color off for the ribbon. That's fine. I'm guessing DMC is, yeah, all the back stitching is in 310, the DMC. Duh, I'm looking at my DMC boxes. The 310 is for the back stitching. God, I've not been in my boxes in ages. And then everything else is in the 900s. So I'm missing two of the colors. But that's okay. I mean, okay, so, well, two of the colors as of right this moment. 918. What are you? What are you? Oh, that's the shading of the berries. Okay. 935 is one of the greens. Yeah, Stella. So the very dark green. This is the shading of the berries. This is like a brown. And then 920. Why are the berries brown? The berries are brown. Like coppery brown. I don't know if I like that. If you do, that's great. I don't know if I do. I would rather them be like cranberry kind of looking. I don't want them to be like super bright red holly berries, but I also don't want them to be like brown. Is that weird? I don't think that's weird. 902 is really pretty. 902 is really pretty. And it's more of like a dark cranberry kind of color. My only problem is that I don't know what color would be good as like the brighter color. Because I feel like 815 is too close to it. 817 is too bright. 816? That could be pretty. I like that, actually. I think we're going to go with that. Because 817 is like the 666 Christmas Red's like little sister. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do the brownish tone. I don't want to do the brownish tone. Okay, so I need a medium green and a light green that go with this one. I really do like this 935. So we're going to keep the 935. 926 truly is like one of my favorite colors though. I just had to throw that out there. The 700 greens are too bright. The early 900 greens are too bright. I need muted. I guess I could look in the 500s. There's a bunch of greens in the 500s. Not a bunch. Oh, there's also 320. Ooh, that might be a really nice medium green. It might be a nice medium green. And then 368 or no, that's too pukey kind of green. Ooh, or even 367. There's like almost nothing left on that card. No, too bright. Too bright. Let's see. What's another? Ooh, okay, all right. Actually, I think I like 503 with 935 better, which means 920 might get nixed, but I kind of like this lighter one with the darker one, which means this one kind of the tones are off. But there is 505. I don't know. Am I straying too far away? The thing with greens for me, sometimes the hard thing is if you are missing a color, trying to find dupes. Ooh, okay, okay. 522 goes really well with 935. So then would that be the light or would that be the dark? Also, such a random place to have like a green in between blues and grays and then into purples. Some of the coloring schemes have never made sense to me. Like how they like jump around, you know, like 80s hip hop. If you found it funny, we're friends. I lie. Even if you didn't, we're still friends. Not everybody has to care about that kind of humor. Okay, let's see if I can find one other green that's lighter and in kind of like this realm. Oh, we might have a winner. Ooh, we might have done it. So they aren't as contrast in like light, medium, dark, but their colorway goes really well. So 935 is the dark, which is the called for. 3362 is the medium and 522 is the light. So they all go really well together. Yes, this is a very upscale Christmas palette. Okay. And I think it'll be okay, like, if I adjust the colors for her to where, like, she doesn't have to, like, think about it. Like, I can just, like, mark them out and be like, oh, it's the way it is. It's the way it came. Okay. I think all of the colors would really pop on this, except I don't know what color to do for the ribbon. aside from the gold. It really does look best with the gold, doesn't it? So I think the gold fabric is out, even though I think the gold fabric has to be out. I really like it though. This rusty color, that one, I'm gonna nix that one. What would you do instead of gold though? Think, Kelly, think. What would you do instead of gold? I mean, you could do black, but that's depressing. So I have this natural Belfast linen. It would look, all of these would look stunning on it. So I'm gonna put them like kind of in the order that they're on, or like in the little color wheel. The black is just for outlining, so I'm gonna leave the black off because black back stitch is like, that would look really nice. I like it on the natural. So the natural is a contender. This bright red is not. This is gonna pull too green. The pink I think will look putrid, quite honestly. And this is a linen, so it's not even, and so is this one. This one's like a easy to use linen, but yeah, I don't really, it would work for me on the blue. I don't know if it would work with her on the blue. Okay, so really the natural or tango. And I'm honestly, because it's just the little berries, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to this. I think this might look stunning. Should I flip them down? Seems to be better coloring. I know, I'm not in a good color spot. So if you're trying to get accurate colors in this section of the video, I do apologize, but I wonder, I should probably just go with the natural, huh? This is a big piece though. Man, this is like a good size. But that's okay. You can always get more at the lobs. Red or natural? The natural, it would super pop and it would look more vintage. And she like myself is the type to go find either an antique frame or find an antique ish frame and do that. So okay, I think for her sanity and mine. Okay, so let me adjust her color card though. So for the medium color, we're gonna do 3362. For the light one, we're gonna do 522. We're gonna keep the dark one. For the dark side of the berries, we're gonna do 902. And for the light side of the berries, we're gonna do 816, and we're gonna do 3828 and 310. Yeah, this is so super cute. It looks very Victorian to me. Alex and I both have the same taste whenever it comes to antiques. A little bit of mid-century modern, but if it's like over 100 to 150 years old, we're down for that too. So I have I bought those, they're like tailoring, they're like tailor shears. They're Fiskars. They're like 15 bucks at Walmart. I love them. Okay, so this is 32 count, and this says on 36 it will be what? Doesn't tell me the size. And I'm on my phone right now. It's really small. Okay, we don't need a whole lot. I think with the folds, these two, like I could just do 2 squares and be fine. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut on this line of where the fabric was folded in the package. I love the sound of these scissors going through fabrics. It's my absolute favorite. It reminds me of when my mom would make clothing. Well, I mean, because they're tailor shears, but even I have her old pinking shears, and they make that sound. But it has like that crunch to it because of the pinks, the pinking. Anyways, ASMR, my friends. Let me know, are you into ASMR? It helps me sleep, so I'm very much into it. But I still have a pretty decent sized piece. It's, you know, I didn't cut off a whole lot. And this will be so fun. I think tomorrow me and her can stitch this together. And she can borrow some of my needles and one of my hoops and stuff, because she has that stuff at her house. So while she's here, she can borrow some of mine. But yeah, now I just have to figure out, I don't need very much of each color. She also does single strand. She does single strand. She doubles it up by doing like, I forget like the name of the method, the loop method, I think. My brain can't comprehend doing that. It's really cool. It's just not something that my brain can function with. So anyways, I'm making us little sets. Because she really wants to try linen, and I told her that I would show her. And every time that like we've talked about it and she's been over, I ask her like, hey, do you want me to kit you something up really fast and I can show you? And she's like, no, let's not do it tonight. And so even if she doesn't want to start it tomorrow, she'll have a kit. So she'll be able to start it whenever she wants to. And so that would be really fun, I think. So it's just my 2 cents. But anyways, so tonight, oh my gosh, it's now 10. Goodness, you guys. It's now 10 o'clock. That's fine. What am I doing other than this? So I wanted to get this going because I didn't want to fall asleep tomorrow. I would rather have to wake up and finish the Texas quilt than have to wake up and do this if I'm running behind, because I feel like I would be able to finish the Texas quilt faster and also not ruin the surprise for Alex. That this is one of her gifts. I want to have this like ready to go. Oh, I didn't think this through. She's not gonna know which color is which color. I gotta make a little color card. I mean, I guess I'll know, but dang it. I should probably make a little color card. I don't have the good paper to make a color card though. Let's see, what do I have? What do I have near me? I have a cross stitch kit in my office drawer. This is one that my mom started. I really should finish this. It's literally almost done. I think it just needs some white and then back stitching. Oh, and the little bee. Yeah, it just needs the white filled in, the little bee, and then the rest is back stitch. And this is back whenever like they gave you like the little hoops and everything. It has my mom's old highlighter and stuff in it too. How funny. Oh, maybe I can finish that before the end of the year. That would be great. That would be a fun, like easy little little stitch to finish. Okay, let me do it on here. So not festive. So not festive. But I guess festive isn't necessarily the point. It's functional. Function over festive, I suppose. Okay, so man, I wanted it to go even. Doesn't want to. All right, so 935, 3362, 3362, 3828, and I'm just going to boop, boop, boop. Make her a little color card. That's my piece that I need to put back on there. Oops. I was like, it only has 4 strands. I didn't finish winding my bobbin back up. That's okay. So that'll work. That will work. It will do. And then I can put these threads back away and clean that up a little bit. Anyways, for the rest of the night, I'm going to try and get the Texas quilt top finished. So hopefully the next clip will be me being done with that. Why am I doing that? Why am I such a dope? I don't need to cut a strand off for myself. I can just have it sit out. She can open up her gift and I could just be like, surprise, I kitted it up for myself too. I can just leave my bobbins out with my piece of fabric. Kelly, you're dope sometimes. I'm a dope. It's okay. It's okay. Silliness, like silliness is what that just was. Okay. Oh, I just need to cut a strand for her. Dope, dope, dope. Someone is fighting. So they're getting better, by the way, the cats. Stella now lets him sleep on the bed. He doesn't stay up there for very long. But they will sleep for hours on the guest bed together. But she just doesn't like the way that he like plays. And he also, I heard her hiss at him, earlier today, like while I was working. And so I came into the room just to see what was going on. And he's in the little baby bed. She was sleeping in the little baby bed. And he came and literally plopped down right on top of her. And I'm like, honey, you wait. She was like literally laying there like this. And she was like, and his whole body was on top of like her middle section, crushing her. I was like, you can't just do that to her. You're very much different sizes. Gosh. They're a mess. Things in my house. We're all a mess. This is so fun. I really hope that she likes this little gift. She's been wanting to try out linen. She thinks it's really hard, which I told her, I was like, look, I felt the exact same way. Like, literally, I felt the exact same way. So, I was like, and then I tried it. I finally, like, sucked it up and I tried it, and I will never go back. Okay, so it's not perfect and it's not the most pretty thing in the entire world, but it's a cute little kit that I made for my friend myself, which I think is pretty stinking adorable. Let me just write down. My color changes really fast. I won't forget. I'm going to leave them pulled. And like I said, we might actually stitch on it tomorrow. But I'm going to leave mine with all of the threads in here so she doesn't know or doesn't see it. And then hers, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it up, but this is going to go in her little gift bag. So, and, oh, I don't think I showed this. Somebody sent me, her name is Sue. She sent me some little cat scraps, little charms, for get your quilty wishes granted. And so I am going to put a little package together. She's looking for like purples, low volumes with like some pinks and mushrooms. And I have, it's a half a yard, but I got it for $4. So I'm going to send her this half yard of this purple color because I don't know, maybe I'll do a fat quarter. Maybe I'll cut it in half. Let's just do that. Let's just do that now. But I'm going to send her a fat quarter of this. I'm going to send her a nice cut size, probably like a fourth of a yard of my Riley Blake cat fabric that I got a whole bolt of because clearly I can spare a little bit. Because it's like a beautiful low volume. It's literally from a low volume collection called Hush Hush, the first version of Hush Hush. Now there's a Hush Hush 2, and there's a different cat fabric in that one, and I am tempted. Oh, dang it. It's not stained. I have a water bottle with condensation that it rubbed up on. So I'm going to send her some of this. I'm going to send her some of the mushroom fabric that I have. I'm going to send her some of the cats. And then somebody else randomly messaged me, today and asked me for my address. And they said, I want to grant one of your wishes. They didn't tell me which one. So I don't know what I'm getting. And I looked on theirs to see if they had any quilty wishes that I could pay them back, and they don't have anything posted. So they're just going around fulfilling other people's. And then I want to send something to this one girl that we're doing the economy blocks. And so we started following each other, and we talk almost daily now on Instagram, and I want to send her something cute. So I'm going to curate something that seems kind of like her style. She's a big Heather Ross person. I don't really have any Heather Ross. I have one Heather Ross. So I'm going to see if I can curate anything else though, and just send her some little stuff, because she really likes fussy cutting. So I can even send her like small pieces. But yeah, so let me get to work on the Texas quilt. This is going to be a really long video because I also did that fabric unboxing. Okay, so, oh my. Let me see if I can get that Texas quilt finished in the next 2 hours, which I think I might be able to. If not, if I can get it done at least before 1, I'll still feel like I got some amount of sleep, which will be great. And I think I'll be in a good place because I'm not going to ship her stuff. I have a couple other things to ship, so I'm going to get all of that stuff ready before I ship anything. So I will work on that quilt and check in with you guys. Good morning. It is Saturday, and did a couple of things last night. I took half of my stack for the half square triangles, and I marked them, and I finished the Texas quilt. Let me just move you. Dang it, I can't. The cord is all wrapped up. So I finished like right at 1 in the morning. Close enough, right? But let's see if I can at least get the medallion in the frame. I'm trying. Not too bad. It's a lot. It's a lot of half square triangles. I don't think I'm going to be recreating this one anytime soon. Yeah, but it's done. It's really stunning. It's really vibrant. There we go. So Alex is on her way over, and I might not get to edit this in time for it to go up today as a Saturday. It might go up Sunday. But that's okay, I think. Stella, leave that alone, please. So we're gonna go to the fabric store and drop this stuff off, and do some antique shopping, and then come back and do some stitching. I can't wait for her to see her little gift. Hopefully she really likes it, and have some taco soup. So that's about it for this one. Like I said, unfortunately it'll probably go up tomorrow on Sunday, and there's still a day left of the Jingle Ball, and I think I've talked myself out of a couple of patterns, and I'm gonna pull the trigger, I think, on 2 more. Oh, so last night while I was laying in bed, I bought some Tiny Modernist. It's fine. But there's a couple that I think I'm going to pass on. And the reason being is because if I change my mind and I end up wanting them in their header, because there's like notes and information from each designer on each of their like sale tables, basically. the few that I'm interested in, they said that they would be available after December 2023. So if I do decide that I want them, it's not like they're going to be gone forever. They're just going to be gone for a year, or not available for a year, I should say. The other two, though, that I'm really interested in from Hands On Design, there is no note like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get the Hands On Design ones and not the other ones. I don't know. Anyways, in next week's, I'll let you know everything that I buy, and I will try and get this edited and up by tomorrow on Sunday, November 4th. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. It's a lot longer, a lot of rambling. Some of you like that, some of you don't. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.